People keep asking me why I chose English as my major, especially my grandma, even my family, my neighbors, and some of my friends, and they were like, I don't even know what are you talking about, and we don't even use that language in our daily activity. We use Indonesian language and Japanese language. Yeah, so basically, uh, I live in a small city in Central Java, which the people, of course, speak in local language, which is Japanese language. And we even often speak using Japanese language more than Indonesian language. But that doesn't mean that English is not important. You guys agree with me, don't you? As like we know, nowadays, when we want to talk to each other, especially with another person or another people from abroad or from another country, we must and we have to learn English, or at least we need to know how to say and do conversation in English. And I actually have same question, guys, for you and also for me, for us. Why do you choose English? Why do we choose English? I found myself was very interested with English when I was in grade 8 in my junior high school, and my favorite subject was speaking. Actually until now, and I like to read anything that uses English language, like books, articles, or even any advertisement that I find along the way and through the social media. Why? Because by reading, we need to talk, and I like to talking to other people. I like to use and communicate with my friends using English language, and I really want to improve my speaking skills to be more better. When I was in junior high school, I have an English teacher, and I even really still remember her name. And she really motivates me. The way she teach, it's very good and clear. Her speaking skills is so good, and she has a kind heart, and I like everything about her. And she also got her master's degree, guys, and because of that, for the first time in my life, finally I have a consistent dreams. You know that children often have like dreams that changing every year or every month, and maybe even every day. You know that children like, today I want to be a doctor, and suddenly the next day they want to be an architect, a singer, a doctor, and still many more. But at that time, I decided that my dream that I wanted to become an English lecturer. That's why I decided to major in English education, and I want to improve everything and study and learn more about English. So that was a little story about why I chose English as my major. And you guys here also, I believe that you are also definitely interested with English, just as me, and that's why you came here to study at this campus, learning English, and we have same goals, which is we want to be a teacher or English lecturer, and especially being a good teacher. And talking about speaking, I have a question. How do we improve our speaking skills as non-native speakers? Born as Asian, especially in Indonesia, where English is not our native language, we use Indonesian language to communicate with each other. And even some of us also speak in local languages, just like me, for example, who speak in Japanese. And almost all Indonesian people, they are bilingual, which is they speak in two languages. Besides, apart from Indonesian language, they also speak in their local language. You know that Indonesia have a lot of local language. We have around like 59 regional language in our country, and which is the regional language itself have characteristic and different accent. So, and the question is how we can speak like native speakers when we have different characteristic of accent. The first thing you have to study, not only in a school or at campus, you also need to study at home to improve more your speaking skills. You can watch a number of videos such as like speeches video or some interview. You can watch the interview or videos like this from the artist or public figure from the from the other country that use in English language. But make sure you don't activate the subtitles in Indonesian. If you want to activate the subtitle, you can turn into an English subtitle. Why? When you learn using this way, it will increase and will improve your listening skill besides on your speaking skill. And maybe you will find some words that may be unfamiliar to you. And the one thing you need to do is just pause the video for a moment and then find out the word that you doesn't know the meaning of. And by learning this way, it will improve your speaking skills. You know how to get the audience attention, and it also will increase your vocabulary skills. Why? Because by words, it can become a sentence, and from sentences, it can turn into a paragraph. This is how the way you learn using this trick. I also usually using this trick. I often watching and I like to watch some speeches videos in YouTube and or interview from the public figure. I like to watching interview from Taylor Swift. You know Taylor Swift, right? Yeah. He's so famous, and this is so easy for us to learn by this way because she speaks very clearly, and that's easier for us to hear as non-native speakers. And she also have American accent, so this is easier for us as a beginner to hear and to learn how to listening and speaking than British accent. And what after that? What after we watch this video? The next thing you need to do is find your speaking partner. You know, by find your speaking partner, it will really help you in trains your speaking skills. Because why? If you have a speaking partner, there will be feedback from the person or from the people you are talking to, and you can invite your friends to practice in speaking, or when you talk to your lecturer, just try to use English language. And the other question, what if we don't have speaking partner? What should I do? You can talk to yourself, like when you are looking at the mirror, just pretending like you are talking to yourself, like mirror in the wall, who is the most beautiful girl in the world or something like that, like, oh my god, you are so pretty, oh my god, I'm so proud of you, you did well today or something like that. Or you maybe can, before you sleep, you usually imagining something, right? Yep. To plan your dreams. Yep. Just imagine if you are being interviewed by other people, or you are doing conversation with other people. This is very helpful. You can talk to other people and also talking to yourself. And the other question is, why? What if those several methods are not enough? You like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. I still cannot speak well. I'm so nervous to deliver my opinion or my speech in front of public. The point is, don't forget. Forget about the grammar. Just focus on your speaking, because the point is you have to be confident. You have to make sure to yourself that you can do that. I believe I can. I study hard, so I can do this. Forget about the grammar. Just focus on your speaking, because the point is in how you try and in how you convey the message, and the message gets into the person or into the people you are talking to. And then will not happen. You will not be master in speaking skill if you are not consistent. The point is consistent. Even for example, you already did everything like watching speeches or interviews, videos in English, and even have conversation with other people, but you are not consistent, it doesn't mean anything. You have to be consistent. Even for example, you only watch the video once a day in a duration, even though the duration is only 1 or 2 minutes. But I'm sure, I believe that if you consistent, you will used to it. Because the point is you must to be consistent. If it is okay if you have a little progress, don't worry, because a little progress is a process. And so the rules is keep on practicing. Don't try to like, I'm so tired to practice, I'm so boring of these things. Like, if you want to be better in speaking skills or in anything about English, you must to be consistent to learn and study. And the rules is keep on practice, because practice makes perfect. Thank you.